So in our last lesson, we started with a few words which are related to health, like, for example, do exercise, lose weight, stop smoking. We talked about things which are good for your health and things which are bad for your health. And we agreed that, for example, get stressed or drink alcohol or eat fried food. All of these things are, of course, bad for your heart and bad for your health. So we talked about these. And after that, we also read some important facts about keeping healthy or staying healthy. We read these interesting points about smoking, about fried food, and also red meat. We talked about it, that it's bad for your heart. And we talked about fish, because fish is rich in omega-3. So this is, of course, good for your heart. And we also talked about losing weight. So, you know, people who are overweight, they have more heart attacks. We talked about this. It's bad for you. The same thing with alcohol. Alcohol is bad for your heart, except if it's wine. Just one glass it can be okay. It can be good for you, but otherwise it's not good to drink alcohol. And after that, we talked about imperatives. اتفقنا على قصة صيغة الأمر, the imperatives, how to talk about imperatives and how to use imperatives. And we did many examples. For example, stop smoking, lose weight, do exercise. You know, all of these tips, all of these are, of course, imperatives. واتفقنا أن معنى imperative اللي هو صيغة الأمر means something you have to do. So you should do this. عليكم السلام. Hello, Manan. How are you today?
I am fine, and you?
I'm all right, I'm okay.
Okay.
So we're just having a quick revision of our last lesson. So we talked about imperatives, and we had a lot of examples of important things we can do, or things which you shouldn't do, things we shouldn't do to stay healthy. And we talked about frequency expressions, how to use frequency expressions. So you can say, for example, twice a day, once a day, twice a day, twice a week, for example. So these are different ways of talking about how often you do something. Twice a week, every day, for example. So here you can say, for example, you can say, I drink coffee. You can say twice a day, right? So you can say, I drink coffee twice a day. Or you can say, for example, I eat fish twice a week. Or, for example, I go running twice a month. Or I go on holiday twice a year. So these are examples where you can use twice, once. And the same thing here, you can say, I exercise every day. Or I watch a movie every week. You can say, for example, I visit my grandmother every month, and I go on vacation every year. مثلا هذه قصة every واستعمالها. And we also finished this part, number 1, 2, and 3. And we talked about questions using how often. So you can say, like, number 1, how often do you go to the theater? So you can say, for example, I go every week, or I go once a week. How often does your brother phone you? How often does your brother phone you? You can answer anything. You can say every day, twice a day, you know, once a week. And the last question, how often did you visit your grandfather? So this is in the past simple. The past simple. I visited my grandfather twice a week and once a week. هذا كله كان في حصتنا اللي فاتت. So here we have some questions, okay? So now in number 6, I want you to ask each other these questions. So here, Manal, you can ask Media these questions. So you can ask her a question like how often do you, and then you can change how often. يعني كلهم الأسئلة حتبدأ بنفس الشكل يعني how often do you, and then each time you can ask about something different. For example,
Okay.
number 2, you can ask her about. So ask her a few of these questions, okay?
Okay. Media, how often do you eat red meat? Red meat. Meat.
About 3 times a week.
Okay. How often do you do some exercise?
Once a day.
Okay. How often do you get very stressed?
I think twice a day.
Okay. How often do you go on holiday?
Twice a year.
Okay. How often do you eat fish?
Once a week.
How do you drink more than one glass of alcohol?
Nothing. ولا مرة كيف نقولها يعني؟
You can say I never drink alcohol. I never.
Yes, I never drink alcohol.
Okay. ممكن أقول يا دكتور I don't drink any type of alcohol.
Yes, but حتى type زايدة يعني تقدر تقولي I don't drink any alcohol. any اللي هي نفي القاطع يعني I don't drink any alcohol.
Yes. How often do you have less than 6 hours sleep?
I think about once a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's see. So, okay, I have a question. Now, Omnomedia, you can ask Ranim these questions, and then we can compare who's healthier, you or Ranim. So you can ask Ranim these questions.
Okay, Ranim, how often do you eat red meat?
About 3 a week.
3 times a week.
3 times a week.
Yes. How often do you get very stressed?
What does it mean? Get very stressed, Ranim. قصد من
راحة أو
لا هذه عكس الراحة. هذيك rest. لحظة نوريك الفرق بيناتهم. بالنسبة لي stressed يعني كأنهم عكس بعض. عندك rest وعندك stress. شبه عكس بعض. ف get stressed اللي هو التوتر والتعصب والضغط اليومي أو ضغط الحياة يعني بصفة عامة. يعني ضغوطات الحياة أو التوتر هذا stress. فالسؤال رقم 3 how often do you get very stressed؟ تحسي نفسك متوترة جدا وتحت ضغط. هذه الفكرة يعني.
About once a day.
Once a day, okay.
Once a day.
Okay. How often do you do some exercise?
Some exercise. 3 times a week.
Okay, 3 times a week.
Yeah. How often do you go on holiday?
Twice a week.
Twice a week. Okay, what do we mean by holiday? شو القصد من holiday يا رنين؟
عطلة.
تمام، بس الهوليداي يقصد بها الإجازة السنوية أكثر منها العطلة اللي هي الأسبوعية. لأن العطلة الأسبوعية عادة يقولوا لها ويكند وخلاص يعني نهاية الأسبوع ويكند.
twice a year.
Okay.
Okay. How often do you eat fish?
4 times a year.
4 times a year. Okay.
How often do you drink more than 1 glass of alcohol?
I don't drink anything alcohol.
Any alcohol.
Any alcohol.
How often do you have less than 6 hours sleep?
Okay. بس مش مبين علي
مش باين عندك
آخر جملة.
الصفحة. اوكي الآن.
please.
اللي هي have less than 6 hours sleep.
less.
less اللي هو أقل.
twice twice a week.
تمام. بس شنو فهمتي من السؤال يا رنين؟ قصد السؤال.
هل لديك أو هل تأخذ أقل have less than 6 hours sleep، يعني هل إنه تنام أقل من 6 ساعات؟
تمام. بس هنا الحاليين ما يسألوش على هل نعم أو لا، يسألوا how often. والسؤال how often.
كم
أيوة صح صحيح. أكملي إجابتك صح.
كم عدد المرات.
بالضبط هذا يعني تركيز السؤال بالضبط. يعني كأنه نوع من الاستفتاء، يعني كم مرة خلال الأسبوع أو كم في العادة. هو هذا فكرة السؤال. وفكرة رقم 5 ورقم 6، يعني سؤال رقم 5 اللي هو موضوع الفريكونسي how often. فأي شخص في الإنجليزية يسألك how often يعني يبوا يعرفوا عدد المرات الشيء هذا يصير معك، كم في العادة. So if you say how often do you have less than 6 hours
تنام أقل من 6 ساعات.
بالضبط، يعني كم تصير لك مرة. فتقدرين تجاوبي على حسب، مثلا في الأسبوع، تقدر تجاوبي حتى في الشهر لو الشيء مثلا ما يصيرش بكثرة، مثلا once a month، مرة في الشهر يصير. ولو نادرا ما زال أكثر من مرة في الشهر، بإمكانك تجاوبي once a year، أن الشيء هذا نادر جدا حصولها بالنسبة لك once a year. بس لو الشيء هذا مثلا متكرر بكثرة every day، مثل الناس اللي يعانوا من أرق يقدروا يجاوبوا every day، كل يوم، يعني كل ليلة ننام أقل من 6 ساعات. طبعا الإجابات تختلف من شخص لآخر. Okay, now second part of the question here, it says who has a healthier lifestyle. يعني من إجابات أم ميديا ومن إجابات رنيم بنحاول نشوفوا من اللي healthier في رأيكم، من اللايف ستايل بتاع صحية أكثر. What do you think؟ نخلوا منال الحكم. What do you think منال؟ who do you think is healthier في رأيك؟
ما ركزت في الإجابة بتاعت أم ميديا. مسكرة.
Okay. خلينا نشوف حتى نرجس. Can you hear us نرجس؟ What do you think في رأيك من اللي healthier من الإجابات اللي سمعتيهم؟ هل أم ميديا الأولى اللي جاوبت أو رنيم الثانية اللي جاوبت في رأيك؟ Who do you think is healthier؟
مش عارف والله.
Okay. خلنا نسألهم هم نفسهم. أم ميديا what do you think? Who do you think is healthier? You or رنيم? Or do you think that you have similar lifestyles? What do you think?
I don't know, but I think my healthy life is more than Ranim.
You think healthier?
Yeah. because I do exercise every day and I eat it fish once a week.
Right.
But Ranim, I think she said 4 times a year.
That's correct. Yeah. So let's write some of the differences. So for you, you do exercise every day, right?
Yes.
Every day. But she does exercise 3 times a week. So she does less exercise than you, right?
Yes.
And you eat fish once a week. But she eats fish 4 times a year. So she eats less fish 4 times a year. But I think she gets stressed once a day.
Yes.
But you said twice a day, right?
Yes.
So you get stressed twice a day.
أنا I eat tuna. أنا باكل تونة. بس سمك البحر هي عدد المرات قليل يعني.
فهمت عليك.
4 أو 5 مرات.
هو بإمكاننا نحسبه التونة من ناحية غذائية، يعني من ناحية صحية يعتبر سمك حتى هو في الحقيقة يعني. الطن أو التونة. أوكي، معناها نقدر نغيرها 4 times a year.
Okay, Ranim, how often do you eat tuna fish?
Twice a week.
Okay, twice.
But I eat tuna fish once a day.
Every day. Okay, so this means more. You eat more fish. Okay, so maybe media is a little bit healthier, I think. A little bit, maybe. Not a big difference, but yeah. I think the biggest الاختلاف الكبير هو ممكن في الاكسرسايز فقط. أهم ممكن المهم فيهم في اختلاف يعني. But الباقي it's good. I think it's both of you I think have a healthy lifestyle. يعني نمط حياة يعتبر صحي, healthy lifestyle. Okay, so this is the idea. So if you want to ask someone about عدد التكرار المرات, بإمكاننا دائما نسأله how often do you... Okay, let's try someone else. Marin, can you hear us? Are you there?
Hi.
Hello, hi. Welcome to the class. How are you today?
Wallahi, I'm good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm all right. Okay, so here I'd like you to ask these questions using how often. Okay, so you can use this question, how often do you? And each time you can use something else. يعني تقدر تضيفي how often do you eat red meat? You can say how often do you do some exercise. وطبعا اللي بيجاوبك حيجاوب باستخدام اللي هم frequency expressions اللي هم زي موجودات عندنا. مثلا once a day, twice a week, 3 times a month, 4 times a year, على حسب يعني عدد التكرار. every day لو الشيء هذا مثلا تدير فيه يوميا, every day, وهكذا يعني هذه الفكرة. Okay? And
Okay.
Rana, would you like to help Marin?
Okay.
All right, so Rana, you can ask these questions and Marin will give you the answers.
Okay. How often do you eat red meat?
About twice. I don't know. I don't like red meat.
Okay, so you can talk about how often you eat it. For example, if you don't like it very much, maybe once a week. Do you eat it once a week, or do you eat it even less than once a week?
Yeah, once a week.
Okay, so once a week.
How often do you do some exercise?
About twice a month.
Okay.
How often do you get very stressed?
I don't know.
Can you give us an example? I mean, do you get stressed a lot or not a lot?
Not a lot.
But in 1 week, how many times do you think you get stressed? Maybe just once, or do you think twice a week, 3 times a week, every day, or what do you think?
Twice a week.
Maybe twice a week, okay.
How often do you go on holiday?
Twice a month. About twice a month.
Twice a month you go on holiday?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice, okay.
How often do you eat fish?
Twice a week.
Okay, everything is twice?
Yeah.
Okay.
How often have less than 6 hours sleep?
Maybe every day.
Every day? Okay, so every day you sleep less than 6 hours a day? You sleep less than 6?
Yeah.
Do you drink a lot of coffee?
No. Yeah, I drink Nescafe.
And what about Red Bull? A lot of Red Bull too?
لا مش شاربة.
Okay, yeah, so you're not sleeping enough, I think. Okay, let's compare your answers with. Okay, so now, Marin, I'd like you to ask Narjis, okay? So you can ask these questions to Narjis, how often do you? And she will tell you how often she does these things, and then we can compare. Okay, so you can ask her, huh?
How often do you eat red meat?
Every day.
How often do you do some exercise?
Once a week.
Okay.
How often do you get very stressed?
Once a week.
How often do you go on holiday?
Once a year.
How often do you eat fish?
I don't like it.
So you never eat fish?
Yes.
What about tuna? Maybe you like tuna. Do you like tuna fish?
No.
Also
No.
tuna? No tuna, no fish?
Yes.
Okay, so we can say never. Never.
Neither.
How often do you drink more than 1 glass of chocolate?
Alcohol.
Alcohol.
I never drink alcohol.
Never.
How often do you have less than 6 hours sleep?
Maybe once a week or year.
Okay, so it's not a lot.
Yeah.
But I think there's a big difference between once a week and once a year, right? Maybe once a month. Would you like to take something in the middle?
Maybe.
Once a
Yes.
month. Okay. Let's say once a month, maybe. Okay, so let's compare Marin with Narjis. Let's see. So let's ask someone here. Let's ask, what do you think, Rana? Okay, Rana is the judge. Who do you think has a healthier lifestyle? Do you think it's Marin or do you think it's Narjis from this information? What do you think?
Marin.
Are you sure? I think it's a bit hard to decide. Because, for example, maybe Marin, she doesn't eat a lot of meat, so this is good. But Narjis eats a lot of meat, so not very good. But you can see here that Narjis, she does a lot more exercise, right?
Yes, yes.
So once a week, this is good. Of course, if it's more, it's better, but once a week is still good. And Marin only twice a month, and get very stressed. So Narjis gets less stressed because only once a week, right? and Marin twice a week. Go on holiday, maybe Marin is better. She's, you know, more holidays. Eat fish, also Marin is better because she eats twice a week. Never. And sleep, Marin, she doesn't sleep more than 6 hours, and this is every day, which is not very good. And for Nergis, it's once a month.
Excellent.
So they're the same, right? 3 points, 3 points.
Yes.
But which points do you think are more important than the other points? What do you think? Which do you think are more important?
Do some exercise and
Correct.
and
Eat fish.
eat
Fish.
eat fish
Mhm.
and less or more eat red meat.
Correct. What about sleep? What do you think of sleep?
Yes.
I think also too much, if you don't sleep enough, this is bad for the heart because
Yes.
it creates more stress, right, on your body. So I don't know, it's hard to say. I can't decide. But I think for Marin, less than 6 hours every day is a bit dangerous, I think. And maybe for eating red meat every day and also no fish at all, this is also a little dangerous, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But if you're young, maybe if Nergis is young, it's okay, I think. But for people who are maybe 30 or more, I think 40 or more, too much red meat is very dangerous. But I think if you're less than 40, it's not a big problem, I think. You can eat a lot of red meat, it's okay. But for older people, not very good. Anyways, you get the idea. This is how we can talk about health, how we can
Teacher?
ask. Yes, Rani?
إذا أجبنا على السؤال مثلا أنا ما بعرف حدد بالأسبوع أو بالشهر مثلا كم مرة باكل أو كم مرة بتمرن، ففيني مثلا جاوب 3 or 4 times a week.
Yes. إجابة 100% سليمة صح؟ 3 or 4 times a week. 3 يعني مش ثابتة، أحيانا تتغير تزيد تنقص. 3 or 4 times a week. Yes, it's correct. You can use it.
Okay.
Okay, so now let's move on. Let's talk about another way of giving advice here in number 7. So before we do this, we have listening first. So we have some listening. So here we have Mr. Taylor. Can you see Mr. Taylor in the photo?
Yes.
So this is Mr. Taylor, and he's visiting his doctor. Okay. So we're gonna listen to the conversation between Mr. Taylor and his doctor, and we want to know, is he healthy? Why and why not? Okay, so we want to find if Mr. Taylor is healthy or not healthy. So we want to know why and how. So let me take you to the listening track. 10.0, and let's find out. Okay, so it's going to open.
Face2face Elementary, CD3. Recording 9.5.
Okay, 10.1.
Recording 9.7.
About 6:15. And it's taking a very long time.
Someone on a...
Hello, this is Alan Wicks.
Would you like to meet for coffee after work? Okay. Thanks a lot. Bye. Ooh, okay.
Yes, there are.
How much are they?
Please hold.
Okay, Ms. Emma.
Will be answered as soon as possible. Can I call you back? Call you back?
Okay, Leo. I've got 4 people for the break poster. See what you...
Sorry, but the person you called is not available.
Recording 9.13. 1.
Sorry, but the person you called is not available to take your call.
Hello, this is Alan Wicks' voicemail.
Lee Wise here from the contracts office.
2.
Would you like to meet for coffee afterwards?
For ticket information, please.
Yes, there are.
How much are they?
They're...
Ooh, okay.
What's your message?
Hello? Is that Chris Morris?
Speaking.
This is Emily Wise from 3D UK.
Hello, Emily. Look.
That Chris Morris?
Call you back.
Recording 9.17. 1.
Of course. Call me. Can I speak to Rob, please?
Recording 9.1.
I eat a lot of meat and vegetables, you know.
Okay, also now, okay, let me go back a little bit.
I eat a lot of meat and vegetables, you know. I eat a lot of meat and vegetables.
Okay, so this is the conversation. Okay, so let's listen.
How much do I weigh?
93 kilos.
Really?
Yes. Do you do much exercise?
No, not really. I go swimming about once a month, that's all.
And what do you usually eat?
I eat a lot of meat and vegetables, you know, business lunches, but I sometimes have salad. And we eat a lot of pizzas at home.
And do you usually eat red meat or chicken or fish?
Ooh, I suppose I eat red meat about 4 times a week, and we usually have chicken on Sunday.
Do you smoke?
No, I don't. I gave up 2 years ago.
That's good. And what about alcohol? Do you drink a lot?
No, not much.
Do you drink every day?
Yes, but only 1 or 2 beers.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe a glass of wine with a meal.
Well, your diet's not too bad, but you shouldn't eat so much red meat. Have chicken or fish instead. It's better for you. And I'm not sure about all those pizzas.
Okay.
And you should do more exercise, maybe 3 times a week. But you probably know that.
Yes, I'll try.
Right. Let's listen to your heart.
Okay. So what do you think? Do you think Mr. Taylor is healthy?
No, I think he don't healthy because he eat a lot of meat, and he don't do a lot of exercise.
Okay.
Yes, and he drink beers.
He drinks beer.
Yes, and he eat a lot of pizza.
True.
Yes, but he does one things well. He don't smoke.
Correct. Yeah, that's the good thing. He doesn't smoke. Okay. Any other answers about Mr. Taylor? What do you think, Rani, about Mr. Taylor? Do you think he's healthy?
Not healthy.
Not healthy.
Weight.
His weight?
93.
Is that a lot? 93?
Yes.
But maybe he's a tall man.
Yes. Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe.
But for example, if he's not tall and 93, is this good? If he's short and
No.
90, yeah, that's correct. Yeah. Okay.
Exercise 3 a week.
But does he exercise 3 times a week, or he doesn't? Or is that what the doctor said, that that he should exercise 3 times a week?
هو لا ما بيتدرب.
صح.
بس الدكتورة نصحته إنه يتدرب 3 مرات في الأسبوع.
بالضبط صح. That's what she said. She said you should exercise 3 times a week. هذه كانت نصيحتها. Okay, let's see someone else's opinion. What do you think, Marin, about Mr. Taylor? What's your opinion? Do you think he's healthy or unhealthy? What do you think?
No, he's not healthy.
He's not healthy. Why not, in your opinion?
He's eat a lot of red meat, and that's not good.
Yes, it's. How old do you think he is from his sound? Do you think he's a young man or an old man?
Maybe he's an old man.
He's old. Do you think he's more than 50 or younger than 50 from his voice?
Maybe 14.
40. 40, maybe 40. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Narjis, what do you think about Mr. Taylor? What's your opinion? Do you think he's healthy, unhealthy? What about his diet and his food? What do you think of his food?
It's not healthy because he eats more red meat.
Correct. Too much red meat, yeah.
Yes, and drink beer.
He drinks beer, correct? Right?
Yes.
Okay, you're right. That's correct. Okay, so now let's answer part B. And after that, we can listen again to check. So I think Ranim answered number 1, but how much does he weigh? How much?
93.
93 kilos, correct. And how often does he exercise?
Once
He
a
goes
month.
swimming about 1 month.
Okay.
Once a month.
So he goes swimming
Once
a month. Okay. What about how often does he eat red meat?
About 4 times a week.
4 times a week.
4 times a week.
Okay, 4 times a week. And when did he stop smoking? Can you remember?
2 years ago.
2 years? No.
Are you sure?
1 year.
1 year?
I think 1 year ago.
2. Okay, any other answers? What do you think, Narjis? Can you remember?
Maybe don't smoking.
Maybe he's not smoking.
Yes.
But yeah, he's not smoking now. But the question is, when did he stop?
I don't remember.
Okay. What do you think, Maran? Do you remember when he stopped smoking?
No.
No, you can't remember. Okay, so we're not sure about this. Manal says 2 years, and Media says 1 year. Okay, so we'll listen again and find out. And what about alcohol? How often does he drink alcohol?
Every day.
Every day? Yeah, I think he said every day. Only beer?
1 and 2.
1 or 2 beers?
Yes.
Okay. And what does the doctor tell him to do? What advice does the doctor give him?
Do move exercise.
Yes, about 4 times a week.
Yes. Don't eat a lot of pizza.
The doctor advised him to reduce less red meat.
Correct.
And replace it with chicken and fish. And do exercise 3 times a week.
Correct. So she said do more exercise.
Yes.
And she said eat less meat, right? Eat less meat. And what else did she say?
Don't drink a lot of beer.
Did she talk about beer?
I think no.
She didn't? Or did she? Did she talk about his alcohol drinking? Okay, let's listen again. Let's find out what the doctor said. Okay. So let's check.
I eat a lot of meat and vegetables.
Okay.
How much do I weigh?
93 kilos.
Really?
Yes. Do you do much exercise?
No, not really. I go swimming about once a month, that's all.
And what do you usually eat?
I eat a lot of meat and vegetables, you know, business lunches, but I sometimes have salad. And we eat a lot of pizzas at home.
And do you usually eat red meat or chicken or fish?
Ooh, I suppose I eat red meat about 4 times a week, and we usually have chicken on Sunday.
Do you smoke?
No, I don't. I gave up 2 years ago.
That's good. And what about alcohol? Do you drink a lot?
No, not much.
Do you drink every day?
Yes, but only 1 or 2 beers. And maybe a glass of wine with a meal.
Well, your diet's not too bad, but you shouldn't eat so much red meat. Have chicken or fish instead. It's better for you. And I'm not sure about all those pizzas.
Okay.
And you should do more exercise, maybe 3 times a week. But you probably know that.
Yes, I'll try.
Right. Let's listen to your heart.
Okay.
She didn't talk
10.2.
about alcohol.
1.
Correct, yeah. She didn't talk about alcohol.
Yes.
But why? Does this mean he drinks a lot or not too much?
Not too much.
Not too much.
Yeah.
Because 1 or 2 glass.
Yeah, he doesn't drink too much. And so she said his diet is not too bad, except for the meat and you know, he eats too much pizza, too much red meat, and he doesn't exercise. This is I think his biggest problem, right? Because he needs more exercise and less food, less pizza, less meat. All right, so this was Mr. Taylor with his doctor. Now let's talk a little bit about should and shouldn't here.
Doctor.
Yes.
Stop smoking. مش طلعت 2 years?
صح.
Yes, 2 years ago.
Yes, نسيناها. You're right, Mana. 2 years طلعت صح. So he stopped 2 years ago. He stopped 2 years ago. He quit. أحيانا يقولوا stop وأحيانا يقولوا quit. He quit smoking. نفس المعنى. So you can say stop smoking. I stopped smoking. Or quit smoking. ممكن الثاني يستعمل فيها أكثر على فكرة. Quit smoking. ممكن أكثر تقابلكم. الإقلاع يعني quit الإقلاع على التدخين أو التوقف عن التدخين. Stopped smoking. I stopped. He stopped. She stopped. I quit. He quit. You quit. يعني هذه الصيغة الباست. بس quit هي نفسها quit. He quit his job. All right, now let's talk a little bit about should and shouldn't. بالنسبة ل should and shouldn't طبعا في المعنى في فكرتهم مرتبطة بموضوعنا متاع الحصة اللي فاتت. لما تتذكروا لما تكلمنا عن الادفايس strong advice بصيغة الأمر. Do you remember؟ أن تكلمنا ناقشنا أن strong advice يعني اللي هي النصيحة أو شديدة اللهجة يعني strong advice عادة يتم التكلم عليها بصيغة الأمر. Stop smoking. Don't eat a lot of salt. Do more exercise. don't eat pizza. فهذه يعني فيها نوع من الشدة. بس في طريقة تانية لإعطاء النصائح أخف شوية، أخف من صيغة الأمر، اللي هي عن طريق استعمال should and shouldn't. فالغرض واحد، يعني سواء imperatives أو سواء should and shouldn't، زي ما لاحظتوا في الconversation بين Mr. Taylor and the doctor. يعني أغلب كلامها كان should and shouldn't, right? So it says here number 8, we use should and shouldn't to give advice. يعني غرض نفس الشيء لإعطاء النصيحة should and shouldn't. Look at these sentences and choose the correct word. So can you see these two examples?
Yeah.
You shouldn't eat so much red meat, and you should do more exercise. So we want to talk a little bit about these 3 points. So the first point, it says, we use should to say something is good or bad.
Good.
Good. Yeah. So we usually use should to talk about something which is a good thing to do. So if it's a good thing to do, we can use should. We use shouldn't to say something is a good or a bad thing to do. What do you think?
Bad.
Right. It's a bad thing. It says here, after should and shouldn't, we use, what do we use?
Infinitive.
Okay, خلينا نشوف نتأكدوا. Shouldn't eat معناها eat على طول، ما استعملناش قبلها to. وأيضا should do نفس القصة. Okay, إذا صح. So this means after should and shouldn't, we should use the infinitive. Okay? واتفقنا الانفينيتيف اللي هي
تقريبا عكس الامبراتيف الثانية، الصيغة الثانية، صح؟ لأن الثانية الانفينيتيف بلس 2 اللي من غير should و shouldn't.
على نفس الشيء. لاحظي ها don't sit. واللي قبلها شوفي ما stop smoking. الفكرة لكن في الامبيراتيف انك انت حتبدي بالانفينيتيف اصلا. الكلمة الأولى في الجملة هي الانفينيتيف. سواء كان في البوزيتيف مثلا stop smoking, do exercise, don't stay up at night, don't drink too much coffee, don't drink too much alcohol. فنفس الفكرة بتبدي بالانفينيتيف، حتبدي بالفعل المصدر يعني. لكن بالنسبة should and shouldn't مش حتبدي بالفعل المصدري، حتبدي جملة عادية يعني you shouldn't eat, you should do، وهكذا هذه الفكرة يعني. الغرض واحد زي ما حكينا، ان سواء استعملتوا should and shouldn't او استعملتوا الامبيراتيف صيغة الامر على طول، الفكرة واحدة اللي هي اعطاء النصيحة، فقط يعني تختلف قوة او لهجة النصيحة، هذه الاختلاف الرئيسي. Okay, so now let's check a few examples here in number 9. And here we want to use should and shouldn't.
Okay.
So I want to see your guesses, and then after that we can do the listening to check. So these are our answers. You can use should or shouldn't. Okay?
Okay.
So number 1,
You should eat salad more often.
Okay. What about Ranim? What about number 2?
You shouldn't eat so many pizza.
You shouldn't. Okay. All right. Narjis, what about number 3? What do you think?
You should go to gym twice a week.
Okay, you should. And Manan, what about number 4?
You shouldn't get too stressed at work.
Okay, so you shouldn't. And Rana, what about number 5? What do you think?
You should try to lose some weight.
You should, okay. And Marin, number 6?
You should walk to work every day.
All right, so you should. Okay, let's check. Let's see if your answers are correct or not. Let's take a look. Let's find out. Okay, let's check.
You should eat salad more often.
2.
You shouldn't eat so many pizzas.
3.
You should go to a gym twice a week.
4.
You shouldn't get too stressed at work.
5.
You should try to lose some weight.
6.
You should walk to work every day.
Okay, very nice. So all of the answers are correct. Okay, let's think of some more advice for Mr. Taylor. Can you think of any other advice for Mr. Taylor?
Yes. You should do more exercise.
Okay, you should do more exercise. This is good.
You shouldn't eat fried food.
You shouldn't eat fried food. Good.
You shouldn't eat red meat.
You shouldn't eat red meat. This is also good.
You should drink a lot of water.
You should drink a lot of water. Also good advice. Maren, did you say something? Or someone else talked? Nargis, was it you?
You shouldn't drink lots of beer.
Correct. You shouldn't drink lots of alcohol, lots of beer. Correct. That's good advice. Rana, can you think of any advice for Mr. Taylor? Things he should or shouldn't do? What do you think?
He should try to lose some weight.
Yeah, he should try to lose some weight. Okay, so you get the idea. This is how we can use should and shouldn't. All right, now let's talk about Okay, let's talk about our next topic here. What's he like? What's he like? Okay, so I have a question for you now. Okay, so who can tell me what's the difference between these two questions? What's he like and what does he like? What's the difference? Can anyone guess? What about the first one? Rana, tell us about the first question or the second. What do you think they mean?
What's he like في العموم, but what does he like at the moment?
Okay. Any other answers? Any other guesses?
What's he like? What does he like? اللي هو بمعنى appearances.
Appearance?
Yes.
Which one is appearance?
What's he like?
Okay.
And what does he like اللي هو الادجective.
How? What do you mean?
اللي هو النشاطات اللي بحب الزول يعملها يعني مثلا.
activities. You mean activities.
Yes, activities.
اوكي انا سمعتك adjectives، توقعتك تتكلمي عن الصفات.
لا أنا قصدي نشاطات لكن قلت صفات.
ايوه اوكي activities.
Yes.
صح yes وهذا الفرق. What's he like اللي هو من نركزه كأنه بالعربية نسأله كيف شكله أو كيف مظهر الشخص. ف what's he like دائما هو يخص appearance أو زي ما اتفقنا appearance بمعنى المظهر الخارجي، الشكل. هل طويل، هل نحيف، هل overweight، يعني شكله. What's he like. But what does he like هي هواياته أو الأشياء اللي يحبها الشخص. مثلا he likes cars, he likes football, cars, football and swimming مثلا. right. الأشياء اللي يحبها الشخص. But what's he like تتكلم على الappearance. احنا تركيزنا اليوم على السؤال الأول اللي هو what's he like. كيف شكله، كيف مظهره. هذه الفكرة. Okay, so now let's start with question number 1. It says look at photos number 1 to 4 for 2 minutes. Remember the people and their clothes. Okay, هذا محتاج classroom. Okay, but let's talk about these people. So can you see the 4 people here?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is Jake. How old do you think he is? How old is he?
He wears a red t-shirt and sky trousers.
Okay, but how old is he? How old do you think he is? Does he look old, young? What do you think?
Style.
Thirteenth.
Thin? Did you say thin?
No.
30? Did you say?
Yes.
In his 30s, do you think?
I think 35.
About 35 until 40.
So maybe from 35 to 40. That's how old is he? Okay. And what is he wearing?
Red t-shirt.
Okay, a red t-shirt.
And sky trousers. Sky. Jeans.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you can say
jeans, yes.
Blue or light blue jeans or just jeans. Yeah.
ما ممكن دكتور نقول سكاي اللي هو اللون النيلي.
في العادة ما يستعملوش في سكاي بلو بصفة عامة في الإنجليزية. يقولوا لايت بلو لو بنقصده اللي هو الأزرق الهافت أو لايت بلو. أحيانا يستعملوا في اللي هو يقولوا نيفي بلو اللي هو الأزرق الداكن. نيفي بلو. العكس نيفي بلو اللي هو زي الأزرق الداكن للبحرية مثلا. كحلي بالضبط. أزرق كحلي. Navy blue. Okay. What about Lily?
Just a minute. His hair is curly blonde.
Yes, his hair is blonde and curly. Curly blonde hair. Okay. And what? But Jake, what about his? Does he? Curly. Yeah, his hair is curly. Correct.
Yes.
What about his eyes? What do you think?
Small eyes.
I think green color.
Green eyes, maybe.
Yes.
It's a bit hard to tell. The photo is small.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Lily? Who can tell me a little bit about Lily?
Lily, she hair is yellow yellow.
Straight. But can we say
Short.
short? Can we say yellow or should we say blonde?
Blonde.
Blonde.
Blonde. We can also say, can you see this word? Fair. Fair. Fair is like blonde. It means not dark. Fair is the opposite of dark. So you can say fair hair, blonde hair. Both are okay.
Yes.
And also her hair is, I think, straight, right? So she has straight hair. It's short. It's blonde. What about her smile? What do you think?
Happy.
She's happy. She's happy.
Yes.
And
she is beautiful.
she's beautiful. Okay. Can we say she's good looking?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so she's beautiful. She's good looking.
She's white.
She's white. Okay. Do you think she's thin, slim, or overweight? Is she fat?
Slim.
She's slim.
Yes.
Slim. It's slim.
Okay. How old is she? How old do you think she is?
I think 30.
Yes.
30,
Maybe
31.
30.
Yes. I think middle-aged.
What does middle-aged mean? Middle-aged.
About 20 to 30.
No, actually, middle-aged, it means 45 to 60. This is middle-aged.
Oh.
Yes.
And old, usually more than 60. If it's more than 60, you can say old. Young, usually less than 40 is young. 30, 35. Less than 40, we can say young.
Yes.
So how old is Lily? Is she young? Is she middle-aged? Is she old?
Young.
She's young.
She's young.
Okay. What do you think, Rana? Do you also think she's young?
Yes.
Middle-aged.
Ranim, you think she's middle-aged?
Yes.
So you think she's above 45? She's older
Yes,
than
45 or 50.
maybe 45 or 50?
Yes.
Okay. All right, okay. What about Pete? What do you think of Pete?
Pete is black.
Okay. What about is he happy? What about his clothes? What color is his shirt? Can you see his shirt?
Red.
Red shirt.
Dark red.
Dark red, so he has a dark red shirt. And what about his pants, his trousers?
Black.
What color? Black trousers. Black trousers. And what about his hair? He also has a belt.
Yes.
No, not belt.
What's this? It's a belt.
Yes.
What does a belt mean?
عنده هنا
سبتة حزام.
Yeah. الحزام أو السبتة يا منال.
أنا قصدي أنتوا قصدينها كلمة؟
نقصده على اللي هو الحزام أو البلت السبتة.
لا أنا بتكلم عن هنا اللي هو belt مش أصلع.
Bald.
Big bald.
We have belt and we have bald. So bald, it means someone who doesn't have hair, bald.
أنا افتكرتها bald.
Belt and bald. Yeah, but what about his hair? Is it long? Is it short? Is it blonde? Is it black? What is it? His hair. What do you
Black
think?
hair.
Black. Is it long or short?
Short.
Short black hair. Short black hair. Okay. And how old is he? Do you think he's young? Is he old? Is he middle-aged?
Young. Bald, what's meaning?
Bald.
He's young.
Bald, it means you don't have hair. No hair.
أصلاً.
Yes.
Without hair.
Without hair. Okay. All right. So you think he's young? Is he? How old is he?
Maybe 20.
Maybe 20.
20.
More or less than 20?
Or 29.
20 or 25.
From 20 to 25?
Yes.
I think 27, 28.
30 or 35.
30, 35?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, there's a spelling mistake. الأصل اللي هي بالA مش بالO. bald. خلينا نعيد نكتبها. So belt اللي هو اتفقنا السبتة أو الحزام belt, and bald هو ينطق فيها كأو بس تكتب بالA. Bald. It's with an A. Bald. It means no hair. So maybe 30, maybe, I don't know. I don't think he's 20. He looks a bit older than 20. Maybe 30. Pete is maybe 30. What about Zoe? What do you think of Zoe?
Zoe, she is young.
She's young.
Yes, thin.
She's thin. Okay.
Yes.
She's young.
Okay, she's young.
Hair tall hair.
What about her hair?
Brown hair.
Long brown hair or long black hair, maybe.
Brown hair, yes.
Yeah. And what is she wearing?
Blue skirt.
Blue skirt.
Yes.
A red t-shirt.
And a red t-shirt.
Red or pink?
Is it maybe purple?
Yes.
السكيرت ممكن نقول blue dotted skirt.
Yes, you can say a blue dotted skirt. Yes, you can. And is she wearing a watch or a bracelet on her hand? What's she wearing? What do you think? Is it a watch or do you think it's a bracelet?
I think it's a bracelet.
Yes, bracelet.
Black bracelet.
Black,
So she's
black bracelet.
she's wearing a black bracelet on her left hand.
What is the meaning black bracelet, Victor?
bracelet اللي هو السوار او الحديده او ما اعرفش شنو يسمى اللي هو على يدها اليسار. Can you see it?
Yes.
اعتقد السوار او maybe حديده او ما اعرف شنو يسموها. Yeah, so this is a bracelet. Maybe it's a watch, I don't know, but maybe it's a bracelet because it's on her left hand, and I don't think there's anything on her right hand. I can't see anything here. Maybe a white bracelet, or is this just light? I don't know. All right, so this is Zoe. So these are the four people here. So we have Jake, Lily, Pete, and Zoe. So we talked a little bit about these four people. We talked about their appearance. We talked about where they're from. Can we say, for example, Zoe, is she Asian? Do you know what Asian means when we say someone is Asian? Asian. So someone Asian is maybe Japanese, Chinese, maybe Filipino. This is Asian. Do you think
Asian
Zoe?
معناها آسيوي, I think.
Yes, آسيوي. في العادة اللي يقصدوا به اللي هو شخص من الصين، يابان، Philippines. Do you think Zoe is she Asian?
No.
No, not Asian.
Yes.
What about Jack? Is he Asian?
No,
not Asian. Okay, so this is the meaning of Asian. So someone from Asia. What about this word, overweight? What does it mean when we say someone is overweight? Is it the same meaning as fat or not the same meaning?
No.
Same meaning.
No.
Overweight, more fat.
Middle, tall, and not tall and not short.
This is overweight?
No, overweight وزن زائد بس fat سمين يعني سمن أكتر. Fat more than overweight.
Maybe. I don't know if there's any difference. بالنسبة لي أحس فيهم نفس الشيء. Fat and overweight, it's kind of the same, but maybe he's overweight. Maybe it's a bit. So if you say he's a bit overweight, so maybe, extra 5 kilos, extra 10 kilos. This is if you say he's a bit overweight, but I think maybe fat, maybe more.
Yes. Overweight وزن زائد، وزن زائد عن الوزن الطبيعي المثالي. fat يعني سمين، يعني وزن over.
Yeah.
أكتر.
Correct. Can we say Lily is overweight, or maybe Pete is overweight?
Pete, I think.
I think Pete, he is overweight.
Yes.
Do you think? I don't think so. I think it's the style of his shirt is big, but I don't think he's fat.
كيف يقولوا عنده عضلات؟
muscular حتى هي تمشي مع الappearance للعلم تنضاف يعني.
Yes.
Maybe he's muscular.
Yeah, he's muscular.
Maybe he has muscles. Yeah, he's strong and muscular. Maybe that's right, because he has big shoulders, so maybe he's muscular. Maybe.
Yes.
Okay, and also maybe the shirt is too big, right? Oversized shirt.
Maybe
because this photo looks like it's from the 90s, because this was the fashion in the 90s. Can style اللبس هذا, so maybe I don't know, but muscular منطقي ممكن, maybe he's muscular. All right, now we have a little question here. In this question it says, which of the words do we use with have got, and which of these words do we use with verb to be? يعني من الكلمات اللي في الصندوق هذول كلهم أي منهم نستعمله في have got وأي منهم نستعمله في هو verb to be. What do you think? For example, the young, middle-aged, old, tall, slim. What do we use here for these words?
have got نستعملوها مع الكالرز متاع الايز متاع الهير. but الverb to be يستعمل مع اليونج مع الage قصدي مع appearance like tall or short, good looking, beautiful. هذو كلهم verb to be.
That's correct. Yes. So this means with box A, we always use he's and she's. يعني حنستعمل الverb to be, right? So we can say she's young, she's middle-aged, she's old, he's overweight, he's fat, he's good-looking, he's black, he's bald. I'm مكتوب عندكم bald. Can you see it? صندوق.
Yes.
Bald. Yeah. So for all of these words in box A, we always use verb to be. We use is. This is the idea. حنستعمل فيهم اللي هو is. ولو ندعو على مجموعة نقدر نقوله are. لو مثلا مجموعة نفس الشكل نقدر نقوله they are young. مثلا لو كانت مجموعة كلها عمر واحد مثلا. بس have got حنستعملوها مع الصندوق الثاني. So we can say he's got brown eyes, she's got brown hair, she's got long hair, she's got blonde hair, he's got a beard, and he's got a mustache. Can you see Pete? Does Pete have a mustache? And what does it mean, mustache?
No, mustache.
What about a beard? Does he have a beard?
No. Grow hair in the man's mouth.
Okay, so yeah, that's a beard. So who has a beard in this photo? Does Jake have a beard or a mustache?
No. Mustache or baby. Mustache and beard.
Let me check. No mustache and beard. Can you see here?
That's the beard.
And sorry, كيف قصدك منال؟
بنتكلم عن بيت.
على teeth ولا على البيرد؟
بتكلم عن الشخص اسمه بيت.
Pete.
Yes. Yes. He have a mustache.
He has a mustache.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe it's a small mustache.
Mustache, yes.
What, does he have a beard?
Yes.
Yes.
Small beard, yes.
Maybe small beard. What about Zoe? Does she have a mustache?
No.
No.
No mustache. Okay, so a mustache is hair, you know, on your.
شوارب I think.
Yes.
يقولونهم
شناب أو شنبات يعني أو
شارب.
شنب أو
شارب.
الشارب بالضبط. في سوريا يقولوا الشارب صح. يعني في ليبيا يقولوا شناب أو شنبات أو شارب. Yes, that's correct. And the beard, what's the beard?
لحية.
لحية.
Yeah, so that's the beard. Okay, so we can, if you want to talk about a man, you can also say he's got a beard, he's got a mustache, he's got a long beard, he's got a short beard, he's got
a black beard.
He's got a black beard, he's got a great beard. Sorry, I mean gray. If he's an old man, maybe he's old and he has a gray beard, right?
Yes.
So this is هذا السؤال فقط يسأل اللي هو part B على استعمال طريقة التكلم على الصندوق الأول. دي ما حنستعمله اللي هو she's, he's to talk about it. But in the second box we will say have got, has got على حسب يعني. Okay, now let's take a look at exercise number 3. Let's see what we have here. Okay, it says write a description of one person in the photos. Okay, so here I want one of you. So Nargis, I'd like you to describe one of these people for people. Okay, and we will try to guess who you're talking about. Okay. But don't tell us, don't say their name. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So who would like to start first? Mainly Nargis, would you like to start? Would you like to talk about one of these 4 people? أو حتتكلمي عليهم باستعمال he's أو she's بالنسبة للأوصاف اللي موجودة في الصندوق الأول. So you can say he's كذا كذا كذا, she's كذا
بس
كذا
أعتقد
كذا.
أعتقد إن المفروض ما نذكروش للهي ولا الشي صح؟ مواصفاته.
بإمكانكم تستعملوا their.
Yes.
their عادة هي رغم أنها للجمع, لكن في الإنجليزية أحياناً their يستعملوا فيها حتى للمفرد المجهول. يعني عادة مثلا في الإنجليزية لو ما يبوش يعني يتفادوا ذكر رجل أو مرأة, يعني بيحاولوا بيتكلموا بشكل مبهم, أحيانا يستعملوا في their. They're late, they're for example, they're happy, they're tall, they're short. فالthey're هني تعني يا إما رجل يا إما مرأة, يعني مش معروف. And بعدين نقدر نقولوا they've got. بالطريقة هذه حتى اللي بيوصف يعني احنا مش هنقدر نضبطه man or woman. Okay, Nargis, do you get the idea?
There's a dress, a red t-shirt.
Okay, so they've got a red t-shirt. Okay.
Jeans, trouser.
Okay, jeans or trousers? Which ones?
Jeans.
Jeans. Okay, they've got jeans. What about their hair?
They have a long hair.
They have long hair. Is it straight? Is it straight?
No.
Curly?
Curly hair.
Curly
hair.
Jake?
Jack.
Jack, yes.
Is it Jake?
Jake.
Nargis, is it Jake?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Okay. Good. Okay. Let's see someone else. Rani, can you talk about one of these people, and we will try to guess who you're talking about. and you can say they're في الصندوق الأول وبالنسبة للصندوق الثاني you can use they've got.
they're slim. They're slim.
They're slim.
They're slim. They have got brown eyes.
They've got brown eyes. What about their hair?
They have got long hair.
They've got long hair. Okay. And the color? What about the color of their hair?
Brown.
They've got brown hair.
Brown hair.
Okay. And their clothes?
They're young.
They are young. Are they beautiful?
Yes.
They're beautiful.
They're beautiful.
What about their clothes? What are they wearing?
Clothes. They're
wearing
t-shirt, red t-shirt.
A red t-shirt.
A red t-shirt. And a blue skirt.
And
she's Zoe.
Zoe. Okay.
Zoe.
All right. Okay. Good. Let's see. Okay. Maren, would you like to describe someone for us, and we'll try to guess?
Yes.
They are young. They have got a red shirt. And they are black. They have got a black belt.
Okay.
And they have got a black trouser.
And black trousers. Okay. How old are they?
Maybe 13 or something like this.
13?
Yeah.
Do you mean 30 or 13?
30, I mean 30.
Okay. He looks very old for someone who's 13, I think.
Maybe. ما نعرفش. حسيت.
اوكي لا 30 صح. انا على قصة 13 قلت لك شكله كبير شوية على واحدة عمرها 13 سنة.
لا I mean 30.
30, okay. All right, so let's guess.
He is Pete.
Yeah, he's Pete. Yeah, so Pete, okay. Good. All right, let's see. Okay, on the media, you can choose someone to talk about.
Okay, they are young. And they are middle-aged.
Can we say young and middle-aged مع بعض?
Sorry. They are middle-aged.
Okay.
And they are tall.
They're tall.
Yes, they are beautiful. And they are white.
Okay.
They have got long blonde. Sorry, they have got. صح.
صح.
They've got short hair.
Okay.
And they have got brown trouser.
Brown trousers?
Yes.
Okay, who is she talking about?
Lily.
Lily. Yeah.
She's Lily.
Yeah, she's Lily. Okay. All right, so yes.
لا ليلي بالنسبة للتيشيرت مش اسمه I think jumper.
Yeah, jumper. T-shirt اللي هو نص كم زي جيك.
Yes, the jumper.
I think maybe we can say shirt, you could say ممكن jumper أو sweater ممكن أحسن.
بس كيف نفرقوا اللون يعني الكلر عن الريد؟
dark red.
You can say dark red. وفي اللي ممكن أدق اللي هو maroon. maroon اللي هو هذا احنا نقول دم غزال. maroon.
Yes. maroon yes.
maroon اللي هو فيه شوية قهوي يعني أحمر قهوي. maroon. This is the color of maroon. So it's like dark red, brownish red. It's brownish red.
في برضه برينجلي تقريبا.
Sorry.
اللون العنابي مش ده اللون العنابي؟
هو هذا العنابي هذا مارون.
مارون.
مارون اللي هو فيه نوع من يعني أحمر على قهوي شوية يعني في بني أحمر على بني يعني. مارون اللون هذا العنابي. Yeah. Rani, did you ask a question?
على البريسل على السوار.
bracelet.
إذا بدي أقول إنه هي ترتدي بقول wear.
She's wearing a bracelet.
bracelet.
She's wearing a bracelet. Yes. Okay, so these are some examples of people and how to talk about people or how to describe their appearance. Okay. Now let's take a look at number 4. We have some listening. Okay, so here it says we have Tina and Leo want someone for a poster to advertise break a new chocolate bar. Listen and put the people they talk about in order. Okay, so let's try to understand the question. So we have two friends, not friends, maybe co-workers. They want someone for a poster. What does this word mean, poster? What do you think when we say poster?
ملصقات.
Yes, ملصق أو إعلان صح؟
دعاية.
دعاية yeah. بهذه المعنى اللي هو لكلمة advertise. لو تتذكروا في الدرس اللي فات تكلمنا على advert. Do you remember advert؟ اللي هو في الدرس متاع ال outdoor activities. هل تتذكروا فيه advert؟
Yes.
فadvertise هو فعل يعني دعاية إعلان والإعلان حيكون على المنتج اسم المنتج اللي هو break. And what is break? Break is a new chocolate bar.
أنا أصحاب البريك يعني الفصل.
هذا واحد من معاني بريك صح. لكن في الحالة هنا مجرد اسم المنتج يعني اسم الشوكولاتة الجديدة اللي حتطلق في الأسواق. فهذه فكرة. فهو الإعلان حيكون على المنتج هذا. Okay. So now what we want to do, we want to listen to Tina and Leo talking together. And we want to put the people they talk about in order. يعني المطلوب منا ترتيب الأشخاص اللي حتكلموا عليهم. يعني أكيد حيتكلموا على اللي هم أصدقائنا الأربعة هادو اللي هم جيك ليلي بيت and زوي. Yeah. فحيتكلموا عليهم كلهم. لكن احنا المطلوب منا اللي هو ترتيب اللي هم الشخصيات بالترتيب اللي حيتكلموا عليه في التسجيل. Okay, so let's listen and let's find out.
Recording 10.3.
Okay, Leo. I've got 4 people for the break poster. See what you think.
Right. Where's the first one? He's not bad.
Yes, I quite like him. He looks friendly. The type of person who buys a lot of chocolate.
I can see that.
Yes, he's a bit overweight, isn't he? Is that a problem?
I'm not sure. Who else have you got?
Well, there's him.
He's better, maybe. He's tall and good-looking.
He's very good-looking. But I don't know about the hair.
Yes, you've got a point there. Who's next?
What about her?
She's nice. Tall, slim, nice hair, and very attractive.
Yes, she's beautiful. But do we want a beautiful person on this poster? Do beautiful people eat chocolate?
Not very often, probably. But everyone wants to be beautiful and eat chocolate. Is that all of them?
No, there's one more.
Oh, she's a bit older, isn't she?
Yes, but maybe that's good. People her age buy a lot of chocolate. And she's attractive. She looks very friendly and happy, I think.
Yes, she does.
And people eat chocolate because they want to be happy.
Yes, you're right. Well, let's choose.
OK. Do we want a man or a woman?
Okay. So let's put the people they talked about in order. So who did they talk about first?
I think Lily.
Who?
ليلي.
أول شخص تكلموا عليه. نمبر 1 اللي تكلموا عليه الأول من تعتقدوا؟ ليلي.
No.
No.
ده راجل ولد.
No, I think
Jack.
الأول ده اسمه جاك.
جيك. هل تكلموا على جيك أولا؟
Yes.
Yes, Jake.
But they said he's a bit overweight.
Pete.
Pete or Jake? What do you think?
Pete.
I'm
Number
not
one,
sure.
You're not sure?
No, I think.
Okay. What about number 2? Who did they talk about after Pete?
Jake, I think.
Jake, yes.
Jake. Maybe Jake. And after Jake?
Zoe.
Zoe. And the last one is
Lily.
Maybe. Okay, let's listen again and check. And let's find out.
One wants to be beautiful.
And she's attractive.
Wants to be beautiful and maybe. He's tall and good looking.
He's very good. The type of person who buys a lot.
I'll try.
Right.
1.
You should eat salad more often.
2. 4.
You shouldn't get too stressed at work.
OK, Leo. I've got 4 people for the break poster. See what you think.
Right. Where's the first one? He's not bad.
Yes, I quite like him. He looks friendly. The type of person who buys a lot of chocolate.
I can see that.
Yes, he's a bit overweight, isn't he? Is that a problem?
I'm not sure. Who else have you got?
Well, there's him.
He's better, maybe. He's tall and good looking.
He's very good looking. But I don't know about the hair.
Yes, you've got a point there. Who's next?
What about her?
She's nice. Tall, slim, nice hair, and very attractive.
Yes, she's beautiful. But do we want a beautiful person on this poster? Do beautiful people eat chocolate?
Not very often, probably. But everyone wants to be beautiful and eat chocolate. Is that all of them?
No, there's one more.
Oh, she's a bit older, isn't she?
Yes, but maybe that's good. People her age buy a lot of chocolate. And she's attractive. She looks very friendly and happy, I think.
Yes, she does.
And people eat chocolate because they want to be happy.
Yes, you're right. Well, let's choose.
OK. Do we want a man or a woman?
Okay, so is it correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Correct.
So, all right, very good. So, هذا الترتيب اللي تكلموا به. That's correct. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Okay, now we're going to listen to the rest of the recording. بس قبل ما نسمعه, it says, who do you think they will choose?
I think Zoe.
Lily.
Lily, I think Lily.
Lily, yes.
Lily or Zoe?
Lily.
Okay,
Lily.
why Lily? Why do you think they will choose Lily?
She's happy.
And friendly.
Yes.
Because she's happy and friendly. And who thinks they'll choose Zoe? Anybody thinks that they'll choose Zoe? What do you think, Omni Media? Zoe or Lily?
Sure.
Lily, I think.
Okay, let's find out. Let's listen. And let's see. اوكي منال الميكروفون شويه قريب منك ممكن في صوت شويه. Okay, now let's listen. Let's find out.
Recording 10.4.
Okay, do we want a man or a woman?
I think that we want a woman, not a man.
Why's that?
Well, women buy more chocolate than men, so they want to see a woman on the poster.
Yes, good point.
And people know that chocolate makes you fat, but everyone wants to be thin.
So we want someone slim?
And people always think they're young, so they want to see young people on posters.
Which means?
Zoe.
Okay, Zoe. Fine. Shall I ask her to come for a meeting?
Yes, good idea. Right, what else do we need to talk about?
Okay, who did they choose?
يا ريتني قعدت على جوابي.
شككوك في اجابتك يا ام ميلي احسن. انت كنتي صح بعدين لخبطوك يا جماعه. Okay, so but why did they choose Zoe? So why did they choose her?
Because
she's slim or thin, I think.
She's slim and she's young.
But she's unfriendly.
She's unfriendly, but they also talked about people. What do people want to see and what do people think?
Young and
beautiful.
And thin woman.
And good looking.
Yes.
Exactly, yeah, because everybody thinks they're young and everybody thinks they're beautiful, so they want to see someone young, thin, and beautiful on posters, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the reason why they chose Zoe. Okay, so let's continue. Let's answer a few more questions. So here in number 5, where's question number 5? So, okay, here we have true and false. Now, we want to talk about character. يعني عكس اللي كنا نتكلم عليه في الأول. يعني الأول هذا كله كان يعتبر ضمن appearance. Can you see this word? Appearance. So appearance, it's all about the outside, how you look from the outside. Your body, are you tall? Are you short? Are you young? Do you have, long hair, blonde hair, black hair, curly, beard, no beard, mustache, no mustache. All of this, هذا كله يعتبر ضمن appearance أو المظهر, appearance. But now we want to talk about the opposite of appearance. We want to talk about character. Character. What does this word mean, character? What do you think it means? Yes.
شخصيات.
شخصية. Yeah, شخصية. Sometimes مرات يقول لك بدل character مرات يكتب في personality. Personality, your personality.
مش personality معناها الشخصية, I think.
صح. الشخصية هي نفس الشيء. Character هنا اللي هي شخصيتك. Are you friendly? Are you unfriendly? Are you, are you happy? Are you sad? Are you shy? Are you lazy? هذا كلها تعتبر ضمن الكاركتر أو ضمن البرسوناليتي. هي هذه الفكرة. Okay? So now I want you to take a few minutes. Read these questions, okay, and think a little bit about them. And I want you to think about them and tell me if these are true or false for you. So these, of course, the answers will be different. كده بيختلفوا من شخص لآخر. So take some time to think about them. I'm going to leave for a minute and I'll be right back. And then we will check your answers together, okay?
Okay.
So think about number 6. Okay, so let's see some of your answers. Okay. Nergis, would you like to tell us a little bit about your character? What about number 1? Is this true or false for you?
False.
Okay. Number 2?
True.
Okay. Number 3?
False.
Okay. Number 4?
True.
True. Number 5?
Maybe true. I don't.
Maybe true. Okay.
True.
Okay. Number 7?
Sometimes, not always. Maybe true.
Sometimes.
Yes.
Maybe true. Okay. Let's do this. What about number 8?
True.
This is true. Okay. Okay, so now let me just divide it so this way we can get everyone's opinion. Okay. So like, do it like this. So this is nervous. Let's write N for nervous. Okay, now Maren, tell us a little bit about yourself. What about you? Is number 1
True.
Number 1 is true for you. Okay. Number 2?
False.
False. Okay. Number 3?
Sometimes مش ديما.
Not all the time.
Not all the...
So should we say true?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 4. What about number 4?
True.
Number 5?
True.
Okay. And what about number 6?
True.
Number 7?
True.
And the last one?
True. We can say true, yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, Rana, tell us a little bit about it. كلها true, Rana? It's true for all of them? Is that what you think? All of them are true, Rana?
Oh, no.
No.
Number 1 and 2 and 3 and 7 is false.
1, 2, 3, and 7. These are not true for you. Okay.
ليش ما تحبوش تعطوا الناس هدايا؟
Yeah,
not always.
Not always. Okay. Let's see. Where's Manal? Tell us a little bit about yourself, Manal.
Okay, number 1 false.
Okay, let's just write Manal. So ML, so we know Manal. Okay, so number 1 is false.
Number 2 false.
Number 2 is also false. Okay.
3 true. 4 true.
3 and 4 are true.
Yes. 5 true.
5 is also true.
Yes. 6 false.
6 is false.
7 and 8 true.
Okay. 7 and 8 are true. Interesting. Okay, Media, what about you?
Number 1 true.
Okay, so number 1 is true for you.
Yes. Number 2 false.
It's false. Okay.
Number 3, I hope that, but I can't. False.
Okay.
Number 4 true. Number 5 true.
Okay.
6 6 false.
6 is false.
Yes. 8 true.
And 7?
Whereas 6, I usually think about myself true. 7, I'm friendly, true. And 8, true.
And 6, I usually think about myself, not other people. Is this true or false?
True.
Okay.
Yes. I usually think about myself, not other people. True.
Okay. Okay, what about who's left? Where's Rani? Tell us a little bit about yourself, Rani. So, do you like giving people presents and money?
There is no is between. In between.
Unfortunately, no in between. في yes or no بس للأسف.
Number 1 true.
So okay, number 1 is true.
Number 2 number 1 true. Number 2 true. 3 false.
Okay.
4 true.
Okay.
5 false.
5 is false.
6 false.
6 is false. Okay.
7 I'm friendly, but I don't like meeting. False.
False. Okay.
Number 8 not always. False.
False. Okay. Interesting answers. Okay. So here, I think everybody answered, right? Is there anyone who? Yeah, everybody answered. Okay. Who do you think are the 2 most similar people from this list? Who do you think are the most similar, in your opinion, from this list? Who do you think? أقرب 2 لبعض.
I think me and I don't know her name.
And
the first
Nergis.
Yeah.
So Nergis and Marin, they're kind of similar because you agree on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 things are the same and 3 things are different, right?
Right.
But also even Omnomedia is the same as you, as Nergis, right?
Yes.
So there are 5 things which are similar. So from number 3 to number 8 are all similar. And there's a difference only in number 1 to 3.
Reem or Rana
and Ranim. We also have
Yes.
1.
4 false and 4 true.
Yeah, but they're different. They're not the same. All of the points are different, right?
Yes.
Different.
Yeah, but okay. Number 7 is the same. Number 6 is the same. Number 4 is the same. Number 3 is the same. So you have 1, 2.
Me and Manal.
3 points are the same, I think. Rana and Manal. Number 1 is the same. 2 is the same. 1 and 2 are the same. 4 is the same. 5 is the same. And 8. أنا 4 نقاط ولا؟ 1 2 3 4 5 حتى هم 5. So 5 things are the same and 3 things are different. So this means Marin and Nergis are not very similar, but a little bit similar. And also Rana and Manal are kind of similar, also a little bit similar. So anyways, this is how we can talk about personality or character. So this means in our next lesson, we will talk more about this. And we can also talk about these, these words: generous, kind, funny, selfish, outgoing, shy, lazy, reliable. And we can use these to talk about people in our families. My brother, my mother, my father, my sister. You can use these words to talk about them. وأيضا عندنا listening، حيكون في listening. And we will also talk a little bit about questions with like. الأسئلة اللي فيهم like والفروقات بيناتهم حنتكلم عليهم. So this is in our next lesson on Monday. That's all for today. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you again on Monday, okay?
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you on Monday. Bye-bye.